Okay, y'all, I'll be changing the way I'm doing this from now on. I've been doing it 3 to 4 games. I'm cutting it down. Starting today, I'm just going to play with the winner of the game, and we're only going on JCW TV. We're now only going to have one chance to win. If they can't win that one chance, move on to the next team. I might give them a second chance. We'll see. I'll decide today. Starting today, I'm playing the LA Clippers because they was the ones who won. And make sure I'm online. Let's see if I'm on my satellites. D-Live and Trovo. I should be. That ain't showing yet. I'll give it a minute. It usually takes about a minute for the restreams to start. Should be on now, maybe. Nope, not yet. I'm waiting on my restreams to start. My satellites, as I like to call them. I call them my satellite networks. Sometimes I'm in the satellite networks more than I am Twitch. I mean, the chat rooms. And every once in a while I broadcast on Twitter. And yes, my satellite is working. Let's hear what it sounds like. We got any sound? And every once in a while I broadcast on Twitter. Yeah, I'm working. Okay, so we should be ready. Like I say, today I'm playing with the Clippers. I got no sound? I probably do. We'll play the Utah Jazz. I could go back. I moved them. Where was they at? Los Angeles Clippers is what I'm looking for. I was going through the New York, Sacramento, Utah, Charlotte. I kind of like that Charlotte outfit. Here we go. Here we go. I may give them 2 chances. We'll keep it at 2 chances. So I'm going to be playing Los Angeles today. We're going up against the Jazz.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And it is Clipper basketball tonight as the Los Angeles Clippers go up against the Utah Jazz. Well, for the Jazz, you look at how this roster is constructed, the types of plays they run. They're looking to match up well against every style of opponent, and tonight will be a great test of that. And a guy we'll be watching tonight, Jay Crowder, impacts the game in a number of ways. Shaq, would you call him underrated?
Very underrated, but more people know about him now. Maybe not a household name, but that's because he focuses on the little things.
Yeah, he's a tone setter, you know. Defensively, he can get you
8 a game easily, no problem, plays to his strengths, and sometimes when you can get 8, that's better than getting none.
That was deep.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Here's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. We are live at the Staples Center for a Western Conference contest with the Los Angeles Clippers here in LA, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan.
And
We've
Jay
got Steve Smith
WTV.
and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. And it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, D.A. Thanks. Well, Smitty, tonight a lot of experience on the floor. Guys who have been going up against each other for a very long time.
You have to have
Number
those wily
4.
vets. I know young guys get up and down, athleticism, but the vets, they just know how to play, especially when you have one of those experienced guys coming off the bench. He could be very key to making a run and also changing the course of the game.
And guys look for ways to kind of get up for a game, don't they? They like the
Number
individual
4.
rivalries they see.
Yeah, they love it. You get a chance to look down there and see another guy you've been going against each other for years. It's you versus him in somewhat of a game within the game.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip.
Where's my player? There he is.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside.
Ah,
Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. And it's Ingles.
He's gonna get a
the
shot.
small forward. The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the game. And so
He
we have
done
a
it.
technical free throw.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
Because he's so good at putting the ball on the floor.
Yeah, let's
and
get him
making
across
plays,
here.
The three is going to be available to Donovan Mitchell.
Boom!
And
Yes,
that one drops for him.
2-4.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area.
Let me get him back
Regardless,
here.
He's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Now, here's Mitchell. And so it's going to be a
Are they gonna get another
3-second
shot?
violation out there on the
Good
defense.
Lord.
For Utah, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And the technical free throw is good. And the outside shot finally starting to come around for Ricky Rubio.
Yes, Kevin, he'll never be a pure shooter, but you have to like the improvement. Last year, he hit 35% of his threes, the highest number of his career, and he shot more threes than ever before.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. No good on that one. Gobert
No
with
good.
the defensive effort. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 3-point game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Mitchell passes to Rubio. Can't hit from in close.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Rudy
Wasn't
Gobert
able to
with
do
the
it.
rebound.
Uh-oh, he misses the bunny. I think he thought somebody was coming over to contest it.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Pass to Gilgeous Alexander. A
Boom!
good
Yes,
finish at the rack off the slip
4 to
feed.
5.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Mitchell kicks to Favors, takes the 3, and it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Only
Come on,
one of them
Clippers.
start looking
Come on,
to
Clippers.
find that rhythm.
Gobert against Green. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Come on, Alexander.
And following the shot,
No.
he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
4 to 5, and they'll
Clippers are
probably
trying
stay
to
4 to
revamp
5,
their
but it
roster.
depends
They
on
will
me.
pursue the big-time free agents. We all know the LA market, it's a big selling point for shots.
That free throw missing. Smitty, even as they aggressively court star free agents, the Clippers were some of the best draft assets they've had in a decade.
You're totally right. From 2010 until this past draft lottery, they didn't draft no higher than 25th. 2 lottery picks this summer.
Done it! I done it! I done it!
Here's
5
what Utah's going with right now.
5 to 5. I
Crowder
done it.
favors.
I done it, y'all.
Comes in for Joe Ingles.
Woo!
In for Ricky Rubio.
7 to 5.
By Mitchell, trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Beverly against Corver. Out to Gallinari. Dishes to Hero. Over Gobert.
Couldn't do it.
Down by Mitchell.
Very dangerous.
No
to
could
leave
do.
a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the
Where's
defense.
my guy?
And it's Corver in the corner. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good playing right there.
Kaboom! Yes.
Made that one. That's
7 to
good
7.
for him. He's also missed 2.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Gobert. Rebound by Harrell.
Not pretty.
Get over there,
You just
guy.
gotta shake off a miss like that.
Do, 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 do. Come on! Yeah!
Now
9
the
to
scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2
9 to
this
7.
game. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see
Where's my guy?
how they play the clock.
Here's O'Neal. Another miss by Utah.
And that's the shot he wants. Just a little bit out of rhythm.
Harrell against Gobert. Releases from 15.
Woo!
Scoring again.
7 to 11.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
Right. No reason to take it all the way to the rack. Instead, take what the defense allows.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. The Jazz have been
Yeah.
perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
7 to 11. Can he do it?
And he shows
That
the
is
focus there. Nails the
11 to
tip.
8.
Kyle Korver, a former late second-round pick. What a career he's had. A first-time All-Star in his 30s. He's just keep getting better.
Berry's at
They done it.
three-point range.
11 to 11. He ain't gonna get crossed that time.
It's all tied.
And that's the first quarter is over. JCBO TV, NBA 2K19, 2K Sports, Twitch, Trovo, D-Live.
Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better, and people didn't really believe in our team a few years ago. They were kind of laughing at us. When I say I want to win a championship, people are laughing. But I believe that we're going to win a championship.
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking, Greg. You should be talking about winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through 1.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Crowder is the 4, and Gobert is the 5. Kyle Korver is out there with Mitchell, and it's Cephalosha in at the small forward. That's
Couldn't
off his
do
mark,
it.
So he misses both.
I done it
Smitty,
once,
no
so.
doubt you had an outstanding jump shot. Talk about the difference in approach when you're a catch-and-shoot guy versus a pull-up off the dribble shooter.
Yeah, catch and shoot is obviously totally different mechanics, Kevin. You're waiting for somebody to pass it. You're obviously getting your mind set to be able to get yourself in position, get your feet right, and obviously shooting the basketball. Pulling up off the dribble, sometimes it tends to what the defense gives you. And that is a...
Boom! Yeah! 13-11.
And LeBron, who's added that, to being able to be comfortable shooting the basketball off the dribble, that is the hardest part about shooting it, pulling up off the dribble versus catch and shoot.
So as a
Come back.
great shooter, you think that is just, that's the very top. Your admiration is very high for guys that can do that well.
Yeah, because you don't have time to get your feet set and get your mechanics right when the ball is in the air versus having it in your hand.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the
Yeah.
sideline.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon
12-13.
They need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. Ingles against Chandler. Over Ingles. No good that time.
Dang.
And it's Utah the other way. And for so long, it's
Woo!
played in a crowded
14-13. They finally get back ahead.
Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot
Utah's finally ahead of Blake Clippers.
Like Favors, who he just eats up space inside and can play.
Dang!
Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
The Clippers trail. Left side Chandler. Over Ingles. And again, no good by the Clippers. It's the one by Green. Chandler down low. Ingles covering. Chandler.
Couldn't do it.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Cephalosius.
Have they done that?
And good
16 to
passing,
13.
setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Williams finds Green.
Come on,
And
Green!
the bucket is good.
Yay!
For him.
You know, Jermichael Green
15 to
is extremely gifted
16.
down low. A solid post threat who can get the job done down there.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Free throw, no good for Green.
What a year for the Utah Jazz in 2018. A fifth-place finish in the West with a solid 48-win season. Definitely surpassed the
Come on,
expectations
Clippers!
that he had going into the year.
Now Beverly, after the missed three from Ruby. Over
Clippers! Yes! 17, we're back in the lead again.
The rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Utah. He's only given up 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, God.
Ingles kicks to Corbin. Shoots from 14. And it's
He got
Favors
it.
Time on the assist by
18 to
Corbin.
17.
Favors got his first basket.
An area where Favors continues to gain consistency. Has a nice-looking stroke out to 15 feet.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Favors. Korver gets a wide-open look. The shot, no good. And the
Come on, Green.
Clippers will come the other way.
It's green, ain't it?
Green deciding where to go with it. Over in the corner, Beverly. Shoots
Woo!
and it's Beverly
No!
missing. Rubio outside. Pass to Corbin. Back to Rubio. Misses from close range.
Oh, we're getting close
So
to
that'll
them.
be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in the
Utah 18,
Jazz out in front.
Clippers
by one.
17.
Now we'll send it over to David Aldridge.
This is a real good
By
game.
Corzine. David. Thank you, David, for that interview.
I
And we'll see
passed
you back
him.
here after the break for third quarter basketball.
I didn't mean to.
And
I didn't mean to.
2K Sports Halftime Show.
I have to button
Hey, it's
by
good to have you
accident.
back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith, This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. To be undisturbed. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
18 to 17.
Shaq, now your take on the Clippers.
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
We welcome you back with a view of the 110 freeway cutting right through downtown Los Angeles. Never a shortage of traffic on that stretch of road. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And Los Angeles
Come on, Clippers!
Shooting a respectable 47% from the field. In this
Come on,
one.
Clippers! Yes! 19 to 18. Where's my dude?
Here's Rubio after the Clippers pick up 2. Over to the left wing. Gobert with a wide open.
Woo!
That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
20 to 19.
Has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution. Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly,
21 to 20.
on the court with his defense.
Ooh, this one's close.
Get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
Rubio misses.
Trying to shoot his way out of
That means
this
the
slump.
teams must be almost
Not
equal.
You know what? At some point,
They-
you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
Okay, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting.
Yes! 23 to 20.
Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Strictly blue. Thank you, GA. He is indeed a fiery competitor.
They're going to get another,
With
number
Gobert,
3.
He does so much as a defender with his impact, Greg, in the
Number
paint.
3.
And Gobert
Will he do it?
does so much in terms of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes while they're defending out there on the perimeter. It allows his teammates to be more aggressive.
And it's a tie. No, it's
It's
21
gonna
to
be that last
23.
line
Why do I
of
think
defense.
it's going to be a tie?
Gobert won't let them get too comfortable as he's
LA
one of the
leads by
players
2.
in terms of shaping their D.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Jay Crowder
Where's
comes
my
in
guy?
for Derek Favors. And Tabo Cephalosha subbed in for Joe Ingles. Now here is Cephalosha. Had the space there, but it's offline. Williams up on top.
Boom!
They get it back. Green. The layup
I
missed.
can do it!
For Utah,
Dig
they're on
it!
the three since starting the second half. Mitchell. From outside, off the mark.
That's one for their first 4 to start the
Still 21 to 23.
Robinson against Mitchell. Here's Chandler. Here's Green.
Come on, Green! Yes! 25 to 21.
Second basket of the game.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green's 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
Rubio dishes to Gobert. And the wide open shot from Crowder. And it's off the back rim. No good.
A mix-up with the defense leaves him wide open from mid-range. A shot he usually makes.
Chandler, the pass to
Oh!
Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact
Ah.
there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Smitty, there are a lot of funny guys that play in pro sports, and the NBA is no exception now and in the past. Who would you say is the funniest guy you ever played with?
Yeah, a couple guys, Kevin. There's some funny guys. I think one that stands out for us just being a straight comedian head guy.
And they got it, 24 to 25.
There's another guy that was extremely funny, but he wasn't trying to be funny. Was the Kimbe Mutombo. Some of the things the Kimbe would say and do, it was just hilarious, and he wasn't trying to be funny. Well, you talk about a professional scorer. That's Lou Williams. The former Sixth Man of the Year is instant offense.
You know, Lou Williams is just getting more and more efficient year after year.
Yeah, he's starting to make threes at a high clip. A crafty finisher in the lane and tremendous at working himself to the line.
Dang.
That free throw, no good.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Garrett.
Couldn't do it.
He doesn't get the second one. And Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but
Woo! Finally they're ahead.
Yeah, you know, whether he's creating
Utah's ahead again,
creating
26 to 25.
very few play that cat and mouse game better
This is a very
than
close
Lou
game, y'all.
and the Clippers decide
Very
to take their
close.
first time out here.
Very close game. Very close.
106 left in the third quarter. Connects.
Woo! 27 to 26.
Clippers lead by one.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's
Ah.
just come down. Who has the ball last?
The Jazz shoot their sixth attempt at the charity stripe
Well,
of the game.
let's see what number is
A year
up.
ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from
Damn,
the
this
free throw
thing's
line,
been
so
down.
that's a nice all-around effort.
Number 3 again. Let's see if we can do it.
And he shows
And he
the
done
boys
it.
there, nails the
27 to 27. This is really
Clippers
tight.
the past few seasons, Greg, have completely
Shirt. I seen the
overhauled their
Ruffles
roster.
sign.
They are making some serious changes here.
Practically nobody
I got a shirt for
on the team
Ruffles.
2 years ago
Our bird
is
love
still with
Chilps.
the franchise. It was a complete teardown, and they felt they needed to hit the reboot button. Jerry West knows what he's doing, though, and he's done this before. with
Woo!
great success.
29 to
Assists
27.
like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
From deep three-point range. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
I was trying to pass it.
For Williams. And Utah also making a switch. Derek
That was a
Favors
big
checked in
mistake,
for Kyle
y'all.
Korver. 7-second difference, shot in game clock. O'Neal kicks to Favors.
Probably cost them big. That mistake is probably going to cost them big.
Gobert the pass to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. He gets hauled in by Los Angeles.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
It's still anybody's game.
And now we're at the end of the third.
Jazz
And it's
lead
Utah
by 2.
29, Los
We got you
Angeles.
live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
Ooh, this has been tight. Utah 29 and the there go to the Lakers again. The Clippers 27. Very tight game, y'all, here on JCW
Well, we
TV.
have the chance now, folks,
2K
to go to
Sports,
State Farm
NBA
assist
2K19.
of the game.
And he sliced the D
State
wide
Farm
open
chirp.
with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others.
If I ever see the
It's also a
Emu ever sponsor a ball
fantastic
game,
job.
I'm really going to chirp for that,
And
baby.
it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Jazz, Ingles outside with favors at power
Ah,
forward.
here we go.
Out there with O'Neal.
Number
It's Gobert in center
45,
position.
Jazz. Mitchell.
so
And he
here's the
got
technical
it, and
free
it's
throw.
30 to
And
27.
Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran.
30 to 27, y'all.
His professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell.
30
Father
to
played minor league
27.
baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports, and you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that
Well,
2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's
Mitchell's
destined
still
to be
up, it looks like, number 45.
And the technical free
And he
throw
done
is
it,
good.
31 to
And if they continue,
27.
Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Where's my dude?
Now, here is O'Neal, guarded closely. Mitchell wide open. No good on the triple.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Get over there, dude.
Gobert against Harrell. From past the arc.
Woohoo,
Gobert with an offensive
no!
effort. Jazz leading by 4. Ingles finds Gobert. Now here's Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's the pass to Gobert. Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to O'Neal. Ingles, that's for 2. And too long on the shot. And Los Angeles guys shooting at
Get him
48%
right.
from the floor. Looking good. Shamit, Ingles covering.
I can't do those.
He's off on the first.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Ricky Rubio checked in for O'Neal. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Very surprised he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
Goes back up. And Mitchell with the layup.
And right there, Donovan
33 to
Mitchell showing off
27.
that confidence.
It was
He's
tight
quick
till the
and
end.
he's
Now
powerful.
we're
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Another shot. Here's Harrell. And contact on the shot. So shooting free throws here.
I hate
It's
those.
going to be on Donovan Mitchell. 2 shots. That free throw, no good.
Okay.
He doesn't get the second one. And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. And Favors
Dang!
gets to go in
35 to
and assists for Gobert.
27.
He's had an NBA body from day one, and Favors knows how to carve out space.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander.
I hate when they do that.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Utah the foul.
They're stopping me from getting any shots because I can get shots. I can't do those. I done it one time. It was with him I done it with, though. Let's see if I can do it again.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the Clippers making a switch here. No luck that time either. Utah leading by 8. Kicks to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Offensive rebound. And he gets it to go as they call the
37 to 27. They lead by 10 now.
And the focus of Favors, calmly taking the hit.
Oh, my
and
Lord.
finishing the basket off.
Number 15. So it was good up until the fourth.
Steve, we've heard the phrase speed kills.
38 to
when trying
27.
guard someone with a very explosive first step.
Westbrook, John Wall, Kemba, Kyrie, Isaiah Thomas, Giannis Antetokounmpo, those guys, they get up and down the court. There's so many young guys. Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. Woo, I wish I had that speed, Kevin.
You did at one time. You did have that speed at one time.
Not at all. Not at all.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Shoots over Rubio. Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go. Rubio left side. He kicks it to Gobert. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there.
Dang. Number 4. Well, we've lost this one again.
And so he hits the technical
It was
free
looking
throw.
so promising there in the beginning.
Snyder, one of the more serious and intense.
And then that
coaches
goof up
in the
had to
NBA.
happen.
He has an NBA and
I knew that goof
degree.
up was going to cost
Takes
this
a very
game.
measured approach to coaching, and it fits the team perfectly.
Now, here's Ingles. The Jazz again can't hit it. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Molinari passes to Green.
Well, Green! Well, Green!
Fouled in the act.
Dang.
Gets the bucket
Okay.
anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given
29 to
him
39.
more opportunities to score.
Free throw, no good for Green. And Steve, you talk about Snyder's intensity, perhaps has one of the sternest faces on the sideline.
That intensity has translated to his defense. He's rebuilt the team on that end. The Jazz players have
Either way, this has been a good, tight game up until the end. Up until that mistake. Rubio. He couldn't do it.
Missing that time, though retained
Utah
possession.
39, LA 29.
Good size for a guard.
JCW TV.
Trying to become a better
Favors. Molinari with the steal.
Come on, dude.
With his first shot attempt. Pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I can't do though.
That's a beautiful pump fake. Gallinari is a crafty offensive player who knows how to keep the defense guessing.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So
Number
Utah
8.
going with an almost entirely new group here. Jay Crowder's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. Royce O'Neal's checked in for
I done it one
And
time.
Raul Neto subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
Up and down career for Gallinari. A skill forward with size has struggled because of health.
And Gobert kicks to Cephalosha. Just 5 on the clock. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Here we go. Let's see if they can do it. Number 25. Number 25 is up. Can he do it? And he done it, and it's 40 to 29.
Close out. Beautiful job.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubats has checked in
30
for
seconds
Colorado.
left
And
remaining.
Wallace subbed in for Williams.
Utah has won this one, y'all. I'm already calling it.
Here's Gobert. Another miss by Utah.
There is no way we're getting called up.
Night, night.
There's some big-time teaching moments tonight. Hopefully, they become a better team for it.
Yep. That
Woo! At least 31 to 40.
for the Clippers.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Where's my dude?
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
Ah! 31 Clippers, Utah 40. Utah Jazz. NATO's doing it again.
And he shows the
And he's
focus
able to do
there.
it, and it's 41. 4 seconds remaining. And the clock is ticking down. And there you go! The end of it. Utah wins 41 against the Clippers. We'll get another shot next time. But the game that'll come next will be Dalton, whoever they're on against. That's going to be it for this broadcast. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for the ones who dropped in. I've seen several drop in several times.
Have a great evening.
I'll get them up on archive as soon as possible.